Hi guys, welcome. This is going to be the you versus them reading for the beautiful sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, yes. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams? Hello to my members. Everything that you need is below. Everything that you need is below. Let's go ahead and get started. You have a really interesting energy between you and your person, Sagittarius. The card of 3. Between worlds is the card. Very, very interesting. Growth, transitions, not quite out of one situation and fully engaged in the other. Temporary blindness in the state of no man's land. That's interesting as hell to me. And interestingly enough, this is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather than discovery and curiosity. Sagittarius, that's right up your alley. You don't know if this will last forever. So allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. There is something right now, like when I read this card, honestly, transitions, not fully out of one situation and fully engaged in another. I'm sorry where my mind goes when I read that. I've always felt like that this is definitely an energy of being in two things at one time. And sometimes we transition out of an energy, which is good for us, right? But then other times we're not quite done with the situation and you were trying to move on because we can, but we're not really moving on, right? Like that's not really what we're doing, right? Okay. This is really making me feel like there's a misunderstanding. I hate to say that too. I would love to be like, well, because, Sagittarius, you're a masculine energy. And your top of the deck energy is Wheel of Fortune. And you are looking at a cycle to turn and something to change. And there's been some new fortune that has come in when this wheel has turned. However, the divine, you are obviously Sagittarius masculine energy. So the divine feminine side is in the Knight of Wands. That's interesting because typically that will be reversed. People love throwing that card on you. But the masculine energy here is like, walking into abundance, and this is destiny. I mean, this is the Wheel of Fortune. So that's interesting. We're going to go ahead and start with you and find out how this between worlds translates between you guys. I honestly feel like something is stunting the growth here, but let's see what happens. How is Divine Masculine feeling about this? Yes, we're in the energy of 2 of Pentacles. So you're juggling more than one area of your life, Sagittarius, or masculine energy. You are in this and you have a lot on your plate. You have some things that you're juggling. Some of these things, of course, when you're juggling, something doesn't get all of your time. Something that feels neglected, or someone, people, places, or things could feel neglected, or you are neglecting things. You are operating in the 9 of Pentacles right now, so you have the attainment. You are operating like the single man, the single person. That's the single person card. I don't want to say single lady. She's a lady on here, obviously, but that doesn't necessarily have to resonate with you that way. It's looking like you are enjoying the fruits of your labor. Although you are juggling, you like this energy that you're in. Show me what the divine masculine or Sagittarius. 10 of Cups. Interesting. Now, how do we have such a contradictory energy here? Where on one hand, we have a 9 of Pentacles when we're talking about the attainment and enjoying all of the fruits of your labor from that, in which that 9 of Pentacles has brought your fancy things or your comfortable home. Now, on the other hand, the reason why I instantly got an opposition is because a 9 of Pentacles is a very singular card, and the 10 of Cups is the complete opposite. So how is it that you have a happy home that's comfortable with nice things, and yet someone feels like they are what? Neglected. At the top of the deck, you do have the sun. Let's see what's happening on the actual feminine side to see if I'm going to interpret this correct, interpret it differently. Masculines is looking like they're fine. However, they're interpreting their 10 of cups. It's almost as if this is my 10 of cups. That's my happy life. That is, you know, this is 10 cups. This is love. So, but there is a home here. There is a home. So are you enjoying your beautiful love of self at home? Something doesn't add up here. So let's go ahead and get, and that could be why the feminines is coming up with that Knight of Wands. It feels like maybe they're looking at you as a Knight of Wands and as a playboy when you're happy. Ooh, they have a lot to say. They're happy with that. You're happy with things the way that they are. And they don't understand how you can be happy with things the way that they are. That's what it feels like to me. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a couple others. There's a lot that tried to come out. Show me. And the first card is the Queen of Cups. So, Divine Feminines is really in their feelings right now. Obviously, this is the energy of love. This is the mother. So maybe this particular Queen of Cups is the queen in this 10 of Cups right here. Let's see. However, we have a lot going on. They are blocking out their emotions right now. And what just appeared to come out was the sun. So you guys are mirroring each other to a certain extent. They're in different places, but you still do have the sun and the energy. So what is making you so happy yet it can make you so sad to where the divine feminines are the top of their deck and hangman energy, and they're in upside down enlightenment about making a decision here. So you guys are definitely, that just hit me. The 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups is the Between Worlds energy. This stuff just happened to me in the Scorpio video. That is the Between Worlds. That is the energy that is in Between Worlds. That is the contradiction. You can't be a single person enjoying all of the fruits of your labor and still, be in the 10 of Cups. This does not make me feel, of course, this can be singular happiness. That's not how I'm reading it because that's not what type of reading this is. Now, you can have this singular happiness by yourself. So again, I say, however way I'm interpreting it, this is a relationship reading. And this side, the divine feminine side, is definitely apprehensive because you're the one that's in between worlds, it looks like, Sagittarius. Let's look at the bottom of your deck here where you were. You've been in the 4 of Cups. You were even in the 4 of Cups in the past. There's something with this whole thing that just completely bores you now. I never regurgitate that particular meaning of this card, but I think it's appropriate right now. You're just going within and you're reevaluating, but it's coming off in a way that you really don't care. You can say, well, how is this a 4 of Cups? And how is this a 10 of Cups? It seems as if, although the energy is there, it's an energy that you feel by yourself in your own situation, not with this person. Do you understand? So that's where you were. In the past, energy is really showing that you really aren't here. It's like you're fine right where you are by yourself. Let's find out the hidden truth here. What's being hidden on the divine masculine side? Do I still have a chance? Well, I don't know. And you could be reflecting this back. I feel like overall you make each other happy. They're feeling like feminines, they don't know what you want. They want a chance, but you guys have been fighting. I'm gonna see if that's gonna come back out. You guys have not been getting along as it pertains to something on the home front. This is definitely something that you let me down. Now they feel let down, but this tried to come out. So I don't know. I don't want to know. Both of these tried to come out. Okay, so you let me down and I don't want to know. It looks like you guys are definitely not getting along as it pertains to, or there's no trust. The divine feminine is definitely like, no. Based upon your actions in the past, masculines, they're not trusting you. Yes, and they walked away. So you guys did break up. That was a separation. And right now what can be going on is you guys could maybe have had a talk. And I feel like, yeah, this is what was presented. So the divine masculine walked away. You were in the 4 of Cups. They were in the 8 of Cups. You were a little bit more advanced. They were a little bit more advanced than you were masculines. And that's the reason why you're in this Do I Still Have a Chance? Because you're in the 4 of Cups. But they were in the 8. So they kind of already had like far exceeded where you were mentally. You wanted to sit down for a minute, but you were just like, okay, so do I have a chance, like what we're doing? And they feel like, although there's no denying that you guys truly make each other happy, and there's a lot of sun energy, just hot, beautiful sun that has shone upon this relationship, they're definitely blocking their emotions out on the on the feminine side, because they really don't want to be hurt. I did get this in the pre-shuffle. You and I were too young. I don't know whether that resonates with some of you guys, whether this was a relationship that started when you were young and now you're trying to transition it through adulthood. That can be it. Okay. Show me, Spirit. Show me, please, what's being hidden on the feminine side. Ooh, we need to let each other go. That's not great. So they're blocking things out and trying to look at things and go into their logic. You came closer than anyway. If it come out again, I'm gonna take it out this deck because it keeps coming out. You were the best thing in my life. They're reflecting right now. They're definitely reflecting. And sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. But honestly, it is time for me to heal now. They are walking and trying to fill their own cup up. That is crazy. Maybe when you left, really this time, feminines, you let the masculine down. It looks like you left the home, feminines. That's what it's looking like. Masculines is the one that holds the key to the home, because that is what's in their energy. You left the home. They provided the home on the masculine side, Sagittarius, or the masculine energy. You left the home. Okay. And when you left the home, you took your heart with you. Okay. You blocked out your emotions, and right now you're really trying to just figure things out. It doesn't look like there is a remedy right now. It looks like what is happening is that you guys are in a full-blown break. What's interesting is that there were talks on reconciliation, and in the talks of reconciliation, I think that when we look at one more at the top of the deck, I am not over you. I don't think masculines or Sagittarian energy is over feminines, but it hit different with feminines this time. It was an energy where, it's really time for me to move on. Remember, in the past, you guys were on this break, right? And as you advance through the break, it could have been 4 months. I hope it wasn't 8 months. But now that you guys are in talks, maybe you have had an expression of love to one another. You have expressed how much you miss one another. You have expressed how much you love each other. Now that that's happening, there could be some alluding to reconciliation. And it does not look like that is where you are collectively right now. Like the both of you are definitely not on the same page. Feminines is definitely in hangman mode. They are in upside down enlightenment. They're not coming across on their side feeling any love. They're not even looking at abundance. I mean, you have this 9 of Pentacles. You are good, Sagittarius or masculine energy. You hold the keys to the home. But I believe that this side is holding out right now, and they're just trying to figure out what to do. They don't want to go back down that rabbit hole where you guys are not getting along and you don't know what the hell is going on. And I feel like that kind of goes back here, not quite out of one thing and in another. I believe that you definitely both are in between worlds right now. Like, You're transitioning. It's this weird transition from, well, we've been broke up for a while. But I think that it's definitely some hesitance. Masculine seem to be a little bit more ready to get the ball rolling. This has been going on a lot, and typically is the other way around. At least it alleged it's the other way around, but no. In the last couple of videos this week, it's been a lot of the feminine saying nope. It doesn't matter. Like the Libra video, for example, like, nope, I'm still in my head about this. I'm still going round and round. And so they're laying at night thinking about you, masculines. They're saying, you know, you came closer than anyone. But they are struggling with letting you go. They want to know that this time is going to be real. They really think that after all of this time, and it does feel like a long relationship, that they should really let this situation go. So let's go ahead and close it. Divine masculine seem to be, although they are happy. So that energy that I was picking up on was them being happy by themselves. Not necessarily happy, but juggling and in an energy where they are paying the bills and doing what they need to do to maintain a home that is without their queen. There was definitely, and now there's some talks of coming back. Now, this may not resonate yet. I want you guys to come back in about a month, or come back at the end of the month and reflect on this particular reading, because who knows what's going to get revealed in the moon in Scorpio. So that's interesting as hell to me, that is coming out. So in closing, again, let's wrap. The divine masculines are a little bit more open. Their house is a home. They're inviting you back home. And although feminines, they may be, you know, in a little bit in between worlds where they're trying to transition from doing things on their own and relying on themselves for maybe 9 months, 9 days, whatever that 9 represents to you. You know, now they're moving into their 10 and they're opening the home back up. Come home, babe. You know, this has gone on long enough. It seems that, you know, yes, there's going to be some juggling. I may not be great at this, but you know, you did let me down, but I want a chance. But divine feminines, on the other hand, is they're struggling. They're struggling whether they should actually let the masculines go. They acknowledge that you guys make each other very happy, but they're not trying to go back down that rabbit hole so soon. They feel like, hey, you know, maybe we should just take it a little bit slower. They don't want to commit to coming back if they're going to be in their feelings. And that's kind of where they are right now. And they're definitely blocking out their feelings, and with an effort to try to come up with a logical conclusion. But unfortunately, love isn't logic. So in closing, divine feminines is just unsure. They definitely walked away. Like it wasn't a full blown like walk away and put all of the feelings on the shelf, like I said, but you know, both of you guys are kind of in between worlds. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for your time. I will see you guys at the end of the month when we do it again. I hope it resonated. Drop it like it's hot in those comments and let me know. Bye, Sag.